Gentlemen, how we doing today? Welcome back to the best smelling fraternity in America. I hope everyone's feeling great out there. And I already know you're smelling great because you're here hanging out with me. Let's get into it. Today we got 10 cheap fall fragrances, the affordable variety of fragrances for you this time. Last time we talked about some designers. Today we're going to talk about some more affordable fragrances that you can be wearing this fall and smelling excellent. Let's get it started without the long-winded intro with Banana Republic Slate Arctic. You can barely make that out in the camera from the reflection, but not much to the bottle. It just says Slate Arctic. And I've been waiting to tell you about this one for a while. It's been way too hot for it. Now that the temperatures have come down, it is time to get Arctic, Slate Arctic. This smells like Invictus Aqua. It's got that sweetness to it. It's got a little bit of this tonka bean in the dry down. You can't find the notes anywhere online, so this is really just me spitballing as to what I think is in here. Get a nice lavender note in there. If you like fragrances like Invictus Aqua, if you like Montblanc Legend Spirit, you know, a little bit more youthful, sweet, aquatic type fragrances with a nice kind of sharpness to them, a compliment pulling factor, whatever that is to them. Check out Slate Arctic. It's not going to cost that much, but I get great performance out of it. Smells excellent in the cool weather. It's got a really nice, appealing sort of scent profile like the ones I mentioned before. So if you're into the more youthful, kind of sweet fragrances, check out not Invictus Aqua, Slate Arctic, that kind of has the Invictus Aqua vibe. Rough start. Let's try to clean it up on this next one with Versace Dylan Blue. You guys probably know this one. This one is quintessential blue fragrance. Works in the summer, but I think it really works even better in the fall time because it's got some power here. It really projects like an unchained beast, and the performance is really long lasting. That's pretty much everybody I talk to gets really great performance from this one. You get a really nice grapefruit blast kind of mixing with the shower gel freshness that come with a lot of blue fragrances, and really great quality for the price that you're paying. I almost threw Eros in this list, but I kind of went back and forth, and if I could really only keep one, it would be Dylan Blue. I really just enjoy the scent profile and the blue fragrance nature, the mass appeal to it, the shower gel freshness that it provides. With the quality and the price, all those factors adding up makes for a great value purchase here with Versace Dylan Blue. Check it out, guys. And also with this one, if you see it at the rack store, probably don't want to buy it there. Probably better off getting it online. A lot of times these rack stores, they like to use the fact that it's a Versace, these better brand names, and they kind of upcharge you for that. So even though they may seem discounted, a lot of times with Versace fragrances, especially if you see them at a TJ Maxx or Ross, you're going to get a better deal online and you're going to save more money. Sometimes it's just a couple bucks that you're saving, so you might as well just grab whatever fragrance you're interested in right away, because then you get it right away. You don't have to pay for shipping, you don't have to wait. So it's worth the $5 difference or whatever. But I've seen these Versace's, $20 to $30 difference between online and in the rack store. So just be aware of that. Just wanted to mention that quickly. Let's keep it going with Eternity Flame. Another affordable one that I've been looking forward to wearing this fall. It's got this sweetness to it. It's kind of got this candied sweetness, a bit of like a hot tamale, without coming across too spicy. More like when the spiciness of the hot tamale settles down and becomes more of like this candy sweetness type of thing going on. You get a strong amber blast. It's pretty much amber throughout. You get a little bit of this pineapple citrus in the opening, but after that, it's just amber, and very much prominently. They could have called this Eternity Amber, and that would have worked. It's also got a little bit of the original Eternity DNA as far as like the citrus freshness goes in there. Some people say it smells like Eros, and I've even said that it kind of smells like Eros. So maybe like 20% Eros, maybe like 20% Strong With You, and maybe a little bit of the Eternity, maybe like 20% Eternity, and the rest just straight amber. So that's pretty much what you're going to get here. Another great performer for me, and not going to cost you that much, and you get it at a decent price at the rack stores. Next one up we have is from the cheapy bin with no boxes, the cheapy wasteland section, as I like to call it. This is Together With You Always. I spotted this one, and I usually don't go for these fragrances that are unboxed because usually the quality on them is, they're not even worth getting. You just save your $15, $20 and put that towards something better. But in this case, I kind of broke my rule and I went for one of these really super affordable ones. And immediately the bottle caught my eye. And I like these kind of clone fragrances where you can just see it and you know exactly what it's cloning. For those of you that may not be aware, this is cloning Stronger With You, absolutely. So pretty obvious to me as soon as I saw this. And admittedly, I've never smelled Strong With You, absolutely. I've heard great things about it, and usually that's the one that people pick as their favorite in the line. But from this particular fragrance, I get a really strong chocolate note, and it really reminds me of Valentino Uomo, or even more so, it reminds me of Bad Boy Eau de Toilette. So if you're familiar with either of those and you're a big chocolate fan, and you want a little bit of that like chocolatey nuance in your fragrance, check out Together With You Always. I got this for $15, and yeah, manage your expectations. It's not the highest quality smelling thing in the world, but you could do a lot worse for $15 than this fragrance, and it smells great in the cold and in the evening time, and I don't really have anything else that has that strong chocolatey note to it, and it comes across pretty decent here. It's definitely wearable for a $15 fragrance. I'm definitely able to wear it. That's sometimes the problem with these cheaper ones is, yeah, it might smell good, but you don't ever actually want to wear it once you get it home and you put it next to all your other stuff, right? But this one, I've actually worn a few times since I've gotten it, and I would wear it again. It's not horribly synthetic or anything like that. Definitely wearable. All right, next one is in the same kind of vein as Stronger With You, but this is Stronger With You, the original clone with CR7 Game On. So as Together With You Always is cloning Stronger With You absolutely. So many names to keep track of. This is cloning Stronger With You, the Eau de Toilette, and it's a great interpretation of that. It's a little bit more fresh. It's a little bit fruitier, which I like because that makes it a little bit more versatile, makes it a little bit more of a daytime wear than maybe the Armani. So you get the added versatility. You get a pretty good atomizer with the CR7 Game On. And I was really hesitant about buying a Cristiano Ronaldo fragrance just because a lot of times these celebrity fragrances are, they're not great, but this one is surprisingly really good and one I'm looking forward to wearing this fall. If you see CR7 Game On and you don't own Stronger With You EDT, and maybe you just want to get your nose on it, or you want to get familiar with that scent profile to see maybe one day you do want to go for the Armani, start here, wear this some, and just see how you feel about the scent profile. But pretty good quality here for a $20 fragrance for 100 ml, and the bottle looks pretty nice too. So CR7 Game On. All right, next one up we have is Tommy Now. So Tommy is a classic 90s fragrance that so many people have worn, and for good reason, because it's fantastic. Tommy Now is a flanker that kind of takes that original, modernizes it a little bit. It includes, I believe, Ambroxan or Amberwood, one of those two. It kind of has more of a woods dominant feature to it, and also it has, I guess, more of like a marine smell to me. It doesn't really have any aquatic type notes, but it just has more of this kind of marine, also modern Ambroxan type of DNA tied into the original while still maintaining the original. So I really enjoyed wearing this one. I wore this one the past couple days, and the sillage was pretty good. Wasn't getting fantastic performance, only about 4 hours for me, but very affordable fragrance, and for the price, it's worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of the original Tommy. You're going to like this one, and if you're not a fan of the original Tommy, probably not going to like this one either. So if you want a twist, a bit of a modernized twist on the original Tommy, and you see Tommy Now for a decent price, definitely not one that you need to go rush out and buy, but if you come across it and you kind of want a more modernized version of the original, check out Tommy Now. Very happy with this one. Kind of wish I got the bigger bottle, but whatever, I have it. Next one, we have Banana Republic Grassland. This is probably the best clone of Green Irish Tweed on the affordable side of things. I'd definitely take this over Cool Water. This smells better than Cool Water in my opinion, at least the original Cool Water. So you get this minty aftershave type smell going on here. You get the green aromatics, but it really has a nice freshness and a nice minty green aftershave vibe to it. Doesn't smell overly mature, doesn't smell too youthful and playful. It's right down the middle, and it's really wide, kind of like a wide age group could really rock this and smell great. And it's a really good daily driver type of a fragrance. Works in pretty much every situation when you just want to smell fresh and clean, but you don't want to wear a blue fragrance. You want more of like a green approach to the fresh and clean scent profile. Check out Grassland. Really good quality with all these Banana Republics. You guys know I like these. Okay, just a couple more here. This one is from Lattafa. This is a new release from this year. Bade Al Oud Sublime, and the price has gone down since I bought this. I think I bought this in the $35 range, and I think right now it's like in the mid-20s. So yeah, definitely recommend scooping this one up. Hawaiian Punch. Smells like Hawaiian Punch plus a little bit of rose in the air. Just beautiful. A huge blast of apple. If you like apple, apple is my favorite fruit, and I really like apple and fragrances as well. If you want a nice, juicy, watery red apple, this is going to get the job done for you. And this one is a room filler. 2-3 sprays of this is going to just project and just fill the whole entire space that you're in. Really creates a beautiful sillage. This one is a little bit more on the, I guess, unisex side. So if you're not comfortable with wearing fruity fragrances, you know, a little bit sweeter, kind of watery, fruity fragrances, you know, stay away from this. If you only really like to wear really masculine stuff, this is probably not going to be up your alley. But if you don't mind wearing something, you know, a little bit more playful, a little bit more unisex, I guess, with a nice fruity touch to it, Bade Al Oud Sublime, your money goes a long way with this, especially with the price decrease. It's crazy value for your money with Bade Al Oud Sublime. Next one we have is Starwalker Extreme. Does not smell like the original Starwalker for those who are familiar. This smells more like Prada L'Homme Intense. So it's got a soapiness, but it's got a little bit more of an aquatic nature than Prada L'Homme Intense. And it has a nice kind of incensey touch to it as well. A bit of like a dark powderiness to it. And it's a complex profile when you think about aquatic freshies. This really has its own flavor to it. I really appreciate how it incorporates the soapiness, the powderiness, while also maintaining this aquatic, mass appealing type of a freshness to it. And it's definitely not one that you're going to be smelling on too many other people. It really stands out. Is somewhat of a unique take on a fresh fragrance. So if you are into Prada L'Homme Intense or maybe Acqua di Gio Profumo, and you like kind of the combination of aquatics meeting powdery soapiness with a little bit of incense going, check out this one. Don't expect the same quality as Prada L'Homme Intense, because Prada is or are some of the best, you know, quality designers out there. But if you want something with that similar scent profile for a little bit less money, Starwalker Extreme, great fragrance. All right, last one up is a throwback to the 90s, Moschino Womo, question mark? Yes, it is Womo with a question mark right there. It doesn't know what its name is, but it's Womo. So, what to tell you about this one? If you enjoy fragrances from a time gone by, if you're a fan of 90s style fragrances, check this one out. There's a whole heck of a lot of notes going on here. It's definitely got this fougere vibe. It's got a nice woodiness to it while also having a nice freshness, a nice creaminess to it. It's got a little bit of muskiness too, and kind of a floral nuance. So it's really got a lot going on here for a cheap fragrance, and quite a stunning scent profile that's really going to remind you of the 90s style of perfumery. But if you're into that kind of thing and you want something that is truly unique and has a nice combination of woodiness, of floral nuance, plus a little bit of musky creaminess, all worked in and blended together to perfection. Moschino Womo is going to have you covered. Doesn't last too long, but smells phenomenal. Even in 2023, this still smells phenomenal, guys. Phew. I feel like that was more than 10 fragrances. Maybe I'm just a little rusty because I haven't been filming as much. In either case, let me know what is one affordable fragrance you are looking forward to wearing this fall. I sincerely do love hearing what you guys are going to wear. I don't just say it just to, boost the comments, get the channel to grow bigger. My favorite part about this is the people that I've been able to meet through the channel and hearing what you guys are wearing, learning about new fragrances, and just connecting with you guys through the online forum in which we mainly live now. So I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know your favorite fall cheapie down below. And I will see you next time at the Fragrance Fraternity, the best smelling fraternity in America. Peace. Later, guys.